If you felt pulled here, it's because you are a woman with dreams and ambitions and aspirations. You're passionate, likely multi-passionate like myself, and you care about doing work and living a life of meaning, a life that feels purposeful in some way. You're a mom, and that means the world to you, just like it does to me. Motherhood has been a blessing, and it's also been challenging. So it's probably challenged you too. It's added beauty and meaning to your life in ways only a mom could ever really truly understand. And it's also complicated things. It's made some things harder. It's changed how you live, how you are with your partner, how you can work, how you can play, how and if you can rest. And you're also a woman with intimacy needs, whether you realize it or not. And intimacy is far reaching. It's not all about sex. It's about being able to feel deep connection and trust and experience joy and a sense of safety, even as you're at your most vulnerable, even if and when you feel like you've messed up or failed. And this kind of intimacy is probably hard for you right now, or if you're anything like me, maybe that kind of deep, real, raw, yet still safe kind of intimacy has been really hard for you to allow into your life, into yourself, into your inside world for the majority of your life. Perhaps you're a wife with a husband, or maybe your family compilation is a bit different than that. I know I've personally been a single mom. I've been a co-parenting mom with my ex, and I've been a blended family mom, growing my family together with my now husband. If all of this resonates with you in some way, like you can feel it, you can feel it inside of yourself, it's because you belong here. You are in the right space. You are at the right spot at the right time. I cannot tell you how many places I have tried and have failed to find over the years, trying to find this space where all the parts of me, all of these parts of me that I've talked about so far, where they're not just acknowledged or nodded at, but they're actually embraced and integrated and supported in an effective way. A place where I could bring these various yet incredibly important aspects of myself to the table as I sought to heal, because I realized I needed some internal healing, that still needed some processing so I could continue to grow as the present mom and partner and woman that I desire to be, while also pursuing my own passions and my own sense of purpose professionally, growing my body of work outside of my family as well, because that means so much to me too. I'm an ambitious woman, always have been. And I'm one who's never felt like she fits in a box. And I imagine that if you're still here listening to this, you can relate to that in some kind of way, like in some capacity, this is hitting you. I know years ago, I had achieved all my lofty goals. I had my third baby, multiple advanced degrees, had a ton of experience in the field of clinical social work and social work in the communities, which was my field of study around human behavior, had earned my PhD. I had owned my house, owned my car, owned a ton of things that the American dream says you should own, had gotten married and had a great salary job with benefits and all of these things. And honestly, everything looked really good on the outside, but I was not feeling fulfilled. And I wasn't in burnout anymore. I had been to burnout a couple times years prior, but I wasn't in burnout anymore either. So it was like something felt a little bit off, but more so, it felt like I was being called or pulled to more, to different, to deeper. And looking back, it turned out that what I needed was a reset. I was beginning a reset of a different sort, one that I didn't realize was happening in the way that it was happening. And it was one that I didn't plan for. And I was a planner. It was one that I hadn't set goals for because I had hit all my lofty goals at that point, right? And so life brought me this opportunity to experience a reset that truly has shifted the trajectory of my life in some of the most incredible and some of the most challenging ways. And that venture took me on a journey of so much personal healing and professional growth in ways that I did not even realize I wanted or needed. And my guess is, in some ways, there's some stirrings inside of you that can connect with this. My marriage needed to be broken down so that it could be rebuilt. Past traumas that I had experienced, neglected, and minimized needed to be processed and more deeply healed. And it turns out the entrepreneurship was calling my name, and I had no idea. And so I wound up opening my own private practice as a clinician and loved it, which then opened the doors for me to open my second business, which was my mental health coaching and consulting business. And I continue to run both of those to this day, even after my fourth and fifth babies and after my fourth and fifth maternity leaves. But in doing all of that, I was not willing to sacrifice my quality time with my kids. I was not willing to put my own mental health on the back burner because if I did that, it would put motherhood on the back burner too. Having experienced that reset, which took years for me to maneuver through, I realized how intertwined my own mental health and motherhood and marriage and mission, how so intertwined they truly were. And when we act like they're not, we're really cutting off some opportunities to grow and heal and elevate in those spaces in ways that I have found to be truly amazing. Amazing isn't even the best word for it. I can't even capture it with words. And so my parenting practices and my lifestyle needed to be adjusted alongside the ebb and flow of all of these other evolving things, these all of these other evolving parts of my life and of myself. And so here's one of the things that was challenging for me. I was used to doing it alone. Like I was used to going it alone, super hyper independent, strong woman, right? Like I could do things on my own. I got things done on my own a lot of the time. It seemed like it was effective because it was. It did help me get things done. But I realized that was actually part of my problem. I needed to stop trying to handle everything on my own, grow everything on my own, do everything on my own. And so that begs the question, well, what was it that I really needed? Did I need therapy? Did I need business coaching? Did I need couples counseling? Did I need a marketing course? Did I need a mom's group? Like, which one did I need? Because all these different parts of myself needed some kind of support in a different, deeper way. Like, how do I start? Where do I begin? Right. And that was hard. The truth is I invested in all of those things and then some. And each of them brought me some much needed data points. I learned what I did want and what I didn't want. I learned what was helpful and also what was not helpful for us high achieving women who are navigating a lot in life in this modern day world. So, cue the need for this course, right? You two are multifaceted, multi passionate woman and mom with some kind of mission that's near and dear to your heart. That is what this space is all about. It is all about honoring, uplifting, healing, growing, further developing those aspects of us, those parts of us as whole human beings, because we can grow from that place, from that space without neglecting the most important parts of ourselves or our lives or our relationships. We can. It's not the conventional way, but it is absolutely the possible way. And I think it's the way that we are moving as a society, spiritually and otherwise, and for good reason, because the hustle and burnout culture has caused so much hustle and burnout. So this space is incredibly unique. I have yet to find anything like it at all. Because in addition to my personal experiences, some of which I've shared with you so far, I bring my professional skills and knowledge to the table as a trauma therapist and emotional and behavioral support counselor and consultant for administrators and schools and students with special needs and their parents and their families. I bring my background in human sexuality and child development and human behavior and potential into the mix because I'm so passionate about all of these areas that I've dedicated my life to studying them. I infuse science and psychology and soul in a way that actually facilitates this more nuanced inner alignment that we all need and desire and deserve as these complex women and human beings that we are. So if you're still here and you're still listening and you're feeling and you're pondering, it's because you're meant to join us. It's because you're in the right space. You're meant to be here. When you join the reset, you're not just getting access to content. You're entering an experience that is specially designed to meet you, the whole you, with real-time support and flexibility and depth, not just this surface level stuff or these actions that keep you spinning in circles. It's all virtual, which I think is helpful because there's an ease of access component. You don't have to drive anywhere to get here and to be a part of this. And women across the globe can join us. And so here's what's included. Every week for the course of the 12 weeks, you're going to have access to live weekly sessions. We're going to use Zoom. And we're going to come together. Even if you can't join us for that particular live session on any particular week, you will get a recording. And there I'm going to share lessons that support the reset process while also offering real-time support and accountability and coaching and connection that helps to shift things internally, that helps to move the needle. And as we experience this internal shift, this internal reset, we also begin to see how that shifts and resets things outside of ourselves as well. Because high achieving moms are often holding on to everything. And I truly believe that we need a space where we don't have to hold on to everything all alone all the time. In fact, a space where we can even learn what it is that we don't need to hold on to anymore, where we can learn to perhaps let go in some way. In addition to these live weekly sessions, which is already over a $3,500 value, we're going to have a private group space. It's just us women that are managing marriage and motherhood and mission. It's just us together and no one else. And that means that we can cultivate a community together where us modern day moms who are leaders, helpers, healers, teachers, service-led entrepreneurs, where we're not comparing and competing. We are sharing, we're supporting. We can handle the hard, we can bring the challenges, and we can have a space where the community feels like a deep exhale of support. We're also going to have custom real-time coaching in the form of pop-up sessions. And the purpose of these, which is already almost another $1,000 value, but the purpose of these pop-up sessions are to gear them in a way that's very specialized to the unique goals and challenges that come up particular to you, this specific cohort, this one and only cohort that isn't going to be like any other cohort in the existence of time because of who's in it at this time. And I want to tailor some pop-up sessions that are specific to what you are looking for and what you are struggling with, all in addition to the reset lessons and reset supports and reset course itself. Then you're also going to get daily on-demand micro lessons intended to be practically embedded into your life. I know that you're busy. I know that you have a lot on your plate. That's why these micro lessons that are aimed to cumulatively add up to create the reset process are just approximately 15-ish minutes a time, some a little bit more, some a little bit less. So for about 15 minutes a day, you can engage in this lesson in your own time because it's going to be delivered to you each day in a way that you can just access it when you want. And you can engage with that micro lesson, that micro practice in a way that works for you. Plus, to further support these micro practices of the reset process, you're going to get a copy of my best-selling book in PDF format so that you can pull it up on whatever device that you have and you can read or reference that however, whenever, if ever you want in a way that suits you best. And I have created a reset workbook to further facilitate the process because writing is really powerful. And if we're not writing things down, then our mind gets cluttered because we hold on to it mentally. And so you can use this workbook in a way that works best for you to write down your reflections, to actually take note of the reset process while you're engaging with it, and allow it to become your own personalized, customized guide for your reset. It's only going to further integrate all of the experience that you're having in this offering together. And then, in addition to all of that, as if you needed any more, right? But in addition to all of that, you're going to have direct Q&A access to me throughout the entirety of the program because I really don't want you to feel like you have to go it alone. Yes, you are capable. Yes, you are strong. And yes, you can handle a lot. And also, support and community are part of what we need as a social species. And if we go too far away from that, we are really hurting ourselves. We're really making things harder in ways that we don't need to. With all of that, that's included in this reset experience specific for us moms that are managing a ton. I'm also going to have guest experts come in and share their wisdom, their lessons in a way that meets you where you're at with the needs, the goals, the desires that you have. Whether you're growing a business or you're growing yourself professionally in other ways, they're going to come in and they're going to support these various aspects of you so that you can take their lessons, take their wisdom, take their resources, and apply it in a way that integrates with your life as you engage with this reset process. Have you ever heard of a space that can offer all of this in such a structured manner while also allowing for adaptability and flexibility to meet you where you're at with what you need? Because I have not. I'm going to have other bonuses carved out throughout this program based on what you all bring to the table, what you are wanting, what you all are needing, and what you all are expressing. But if you are still here, I think you know now. It's because you belong here. So I hope you'll join us. It would be my honor to have you. Share this link with another modern day mama that's managing it all. And if you are not a mom, but you're like, I resonate with all of this so deeply, don't worry. I have a wait list for other modern day women that are managing their mission and their mental health and their marriage and want that space just like this, where they can engage with deep healing that supports their vision and version of success while also allowing them to bring their whole multifaceted self. So you can just click on that waitlist link. And if we grow that waitlist in such a way where I know that you all are ready for this support as well, we will create a completely separate reset experience for you too. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you soon.